friends, welcome to Code Crush Coding. In this video we are going to learn how to update a record in a table by using the MySQL database connection. So we know the 4 steps to connect to the database. First step is to import the MySQL.connector. Once we import the MySQL.connector module, after that we need to create the connection object, which is created with the help of this connect method, which takes some attributes or the parameters which contains the details about our database, which is the host name, user, password and database. As I have already created the videos of these basic steps, you can watch those videos before watching this particular video. The third step is to create the cursor object. The cursor object is created with the help of connection object using the cursor method. Now in this video what we are going to do, in the previous videos we have created the database called MyDB. Inside this MyDB database we have a table called student, and this is the particular data which is available in the table, which has 2 columns, name and roll number. Now let's say these are the names and these are the roll numbers here, and I want to update a particular record here. Let's say the roll number 40. So this is the roll number 40 and the name is ABC. I want to rename this name, means the name of the student is not ABC but let's say some another name, let's say Johnny. So this value I need to update. So how to update this particular value for this roll number? So we can do this with the help of the update SQL query. So we have already created the 3 steps here. Now the 4th step is to execute the query. Before that we need to create the query. So let's create one variable called SQL. You can name any variable name here, and let's write the query here. So to update a record you need to make use of update query. So update, then provide the table name. So table name is student, update student, and then you need to say set keyword, set name, because we need to set this particular name, right? So name, let's say Johnny. Johnny is the new name that we want to set, and here we have used the double quotes. So make sure you enter the single quotes here, so they does not match. So these are the single quotes here for Johnny, and these double quotes are for the entire SQL query. So name Johnny, where, so we need to make use of this where keyword, where roll number. So you need to provide the another identification column, because if you don't provide the where clause, you just provide this particular query update student set name Johnny, so this will update all the names here. Now you need to specify for which roll number you want to rename the name. So for roll number 40, so here you need to say roll number is equal to 40. So this is the query here. So we need to execute this query. So how to execute a query? With the help of cursor object. So cursor object is here cur. So here you need to say cursor dot execute, and for this execute you need to pass this SQL query which is inside this variable called SQL. Once you pass this, then this query will be executed. Now let's save this code and try to run now. So as you can see, there is no error. Process finish with exit code 0. Now let's check in database whether our data is updated or not. So let me rerun the query again. So I will execute this query again. So here you can see the roll number is 40 and name is ABC. The record is not updated, but here we were not getting any error. Why the record is not updated? Because we have not used the commit method here. Once you do any changes in a table, you need to make use of commit method. So how to make use of commit method? With the help of connection object. So my connection object is mycon here. So you need to say mycon dot commit. So once you provide this commit, then only it will save your changes. Now let's save it and run now. So this time our changes should get reflected. So here there are no errors, and if I rerun the query again, so see the name is now changed to Johnny and the roll number for 40. The value is updated. All other records are unchanged. Now let's say here you want to print some message that particular record is updated. Then how to do this? Now let's say we want to change the name Johnny to some another name. Let's say Sam. I think already we have Sam entry here, but let's say for 50 also we want Sam. So here we will say 50. And now what you can do, you can print here, print, and then you can provide the cursor object cursor dot row count method. So row count is used to provide the numbers of particular rows that are updated. With the help of this row count method, we will get the number of rows that are changed. And here you can print the message rows updated, rows updated. Now let's save this and run now. So see, here we are getting the message one row updated. Why we are getting the one row? Because for the roll number 50 only one entry is there. Here you can see in the database for roll number 50 there is one entry XYZ, and now this value should be changed now as we have entered it to Sam. So here we are getting the updated result. Now another thing you need to understand here, there is one concept called SQL injection. So we need to prevent the SQL injection. Before that, what is SQL injection? Which is a common web hacking technique, which is a hacking technique to destroy or misuse your database values. So to prevent the MySQL injection, you don't need to directly pass your values inside the queries. So this is our query entirely, and we are passing here the values. We don't generally pass these particular values inside that query in real world. We make use of placeholders. So MySQL.connector module uses the placeholder %s to escape values in the directly passing inside the query. So let me show you how we can change this code to make it prevent the SQL injection. So here we were directly passing the value. Instead of that, we will make use of a placeholder called %s, and also here %s. Now these are the placeholders, and here we need to make use of another variable. You can name any variable name. I will say a value, and inside this value you need to pass the placeholder values. So first one was related to name and second one was for roll number. So let's say name here is Mark. Let me say here Mark, and let's say roll number is 50. So for 50, now this query will be auto updated, means name will be Mark for roll number 50. Now let's try to execute this query, Ctrl S, and run the code. Before that, here in the execute query also, you just passed your SQL. You also need to pass the value now, because this execute will be a combination of these two variables. From SQL you will get the SQL statement, and from the value you will get the placeholder values. Now let's save this and run now. So one row is updated. Let's see in the database what result we are getting here. So see, for roll number 50 the value is updated to Mark. So in this way you can play to update the particular rows value inside the database table using the Python code. So that's it in this video. We will learn another concept of SQL connections in the next video. Thank you for watching.